Hello, I'm Doug Byers, Master Instructor of Management, and I want to welcome you to Teaming. Today, we are initiating a shift in your mindset in GB125. Our goal is to give you a high-level overview of the business world and the resources available to you here. Think of this as the what and the why. Knowing about business isn't the same as doing business. When you reach my Management 350 class as a junior, we will move from theory to high-level application. This is where you will actually build the muscle memory for the teaming skills and advanced technologies like Microsoft 360 and real-time collaboration that define a modern professional. Today is about understanding the standard you will be expected to meet. Professionalism requires a stable environment. We utilize Microsoft 365 ecosystem. This isn't just about software, it's about a single source of truth. In the professional world, we don't group text or email final version v2.doc. Everything, your paper, your data, your slides, live in the cloud. This allows for real-time co-authoring. If you are working on a section of a paper at 2 p.m. in the library, your teammate can see those updates instantly. And remember, as your instructor, I can see the version history. I can see who is driving the project and who hasn't opened a file in a week. The tech is our tool for transparency. Before you write a single word, you must have a plan. This starts with the team charter. But a charter is more than just a list of rules. It is a strategy. Part of the teaming process is identifying what each member does best. Who is your deep dive researcher? Who is your APA formatting expert? Who has a talent for PowerPoint design? Don't just assign tasks randomly. Find out everyone's strengths during your initial setup and bake those roles into your charter. This isn't just efficient, it's how the real world management works. You are the CEO of your specific piece of the project. Accountability is the antidote to stress. You will develop and approve a project timeline. We use a backward design, starting with the deadline and working back to today. This includes soft deadlines for drafts to allow for peer review. Ambiguity is the enemy of progress. If a task doesn't have a single name attached to it, it probably won't get done. By creating this roadmap, you ensure that no one is surprised and no one is overwhelmed at the last minute. This is a skill you will use in every upper division project and your first internship. In Management 350, we don't do fluff assignments. You will be handed a complex HR crisis. Your task is to select one of the 4 ethical approaches to drive your decision-making process. However, ethics do not exist in a vacuum. Your selected approach must be compatible with legal, regulatory, and organizational considerations. You cannot choose an ethical path that violates the ADA or breaks labor laws. The ethical framework provides the why, but the law provides the boundaries. You must also be prepared for a hard truth. Rarely will an ethical approach satisfy everyone. Whether you choose a utilitarian path, which is seeking the greatest good for the greatest number, or a justice-based path, there will almost always be winners and losers. One group may see a positive outcome, while the other sees a negative one. Your job as a manager is to use logic to justify why your chosen path is the most sound, even when the outcome is difficult. Here's the high-stakes reality. Your presentation is live on Teams. There is no undo button, no post-production, and no editing. In a corporate boardroom or client pitch, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. This requirement forces you to master your material. Because there's no undo button on live Teams call, your preparation in camera angles, sound quality, and document sharing becomes the foundation for your success. If the tech fails because you didn't prepare it, the message fails. We build those skills here so you can be bulletproof by the time you reach the final presentation. You cannot just read a slide you haven't seen before. You must practice the handoffs. That's transitioning from researcher to legal expert seamlessly. This builds executive presence, a trait that will set you apart in any entry-level career interview. In this course, we aren't just using Microsoft Teams, we are mastering it as your primary professional environment. I will be spending time helping you dial in the technical details that define your executive presence online. I will be spending time helping you dial in the technical details that define your executive presence online. We will focus on the professional five. Framing and angle. No more ceiling fan views. Your camera should be at eye level and engage with your audience directly. Sound and voice. We will ensure your audio is crisp and your voice carries the confidence of a manager, not a student. Environment. Your background, whether real or in professional blur, must reflect a workplace, not a dorm room. Technical literacy. You must be able to share documents and navigate the interface seamlessly. Fumbling with the share screen during a meeting kills your momentum. And last, visual professionalism. How you appear on that screen is your brand. You will need these skills perfected for your high-stakes presentation, but just as importantly, for your personal evaluation. When you sit down for a one-on-one review, your digital setup shouldn't be a distraction. It should be a testament to your readiness for the School of Business. Let's be honest, teaming involves friction. According to Tuckman's stages, storming isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign of growth. The question is, how do you move through it? We use the Thomas Kilmann model to guide you towards collaboration. This isn't about being nice or giving in. It's about high-level negotiation where you work to find a win-win solution that satisfies all parties. Learning how to navigate conflict effectively is perhaps the most valuable human skill you will take from the Plaster School of Business. One of the most critical components of teaming is the peer evaluation. In this class, you might see it as a way to ensure everyone does their fair share, but it is actually a simulation of the 360-degree feedback model used by top-tier corporations. Why do we do this? Objectivity over subjectivity. In a professional world, your value isn't just determined by your boss, it's determined by the people who rely on your output every day. The accountability loop. Knowing that your teammates will formally document your contributions, your reliability, your communication, and your quality of work creates a culture of excellence. Career readiness. When you graduate, your reputation capital is your most valuable asset. Peer evaluations teach you how to give constructive, professional feedback and, more importantly, how to receive it and pivot. Learning to manage your professional brand starts with how you treat your team today. Right now, you are working with other freshmen, but in the real world, the walls between departments are coming down. Business today is driven by cross-functional teams. In your junior and senior years, you will find yourself in groups with accountants, marketers, and CIS majors. The Robert W. Plaster School of Business is designed to help you develop these skills in the classroom, but you also have an immediate opportunities to apply them in our clubs like the Accounting Club or Data Analytics Club. Understand this. The learning skills you master here are what will smooth your transition from a student to a career professional. If you can lead a diverse team and manage the technology effectively today, you won't just be looking for a job when you graduate, you'll be ready to lead in one. Your professional journey starts now.